An overhead look at down top. And David all
Hey, Kevin, with the
growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, D.A. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Okongwu in at the 3 slot. And for the 76ers, Howard is out there with Tobias Harris. Then there's Seth Curry. Then it's Green, and it's Simmons in at the point. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
and it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles, but he can heave that up from just about anywhere, and when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
And then Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes.
Here's Young, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Harris following the basket by Trae Young. Green in the post. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Young. The putback.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Here's Howard. Atlanta with the rebound.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Simmons. It's rebounded by Herter.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there. Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Simmons. Following the basket by Trae Young. And it goes down 2 points.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
Here's Young, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young, and he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Scotty's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. A drive by Scott. The tray. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Right, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
Harris misses. The Hawks leading by 4. Here's Gallinari. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
He's showing some nice body control, outstanding at keeping his composure and continuing to play at his speed is Gallinari.
Now, here's Maxey. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Scott can't get it to go.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Reedy's checked in for the 76ers. Then for the Hawks, DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Capella, and Tony Snell subbed in for Young. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Bogdanovich, another one of those draft players that gets stashed overseas for a few years, drafted back in 2014 by the Kings before coming over for the 17-18 season.
He hits both from the stripe. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Milton. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. And Gallinari throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
It's a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Now, here's Milton. He's covered by Bogdanovich. A shot by Milton, no good. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. He notched it. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny.
For me, it comes with blocking criticism.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Hawks, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
They've got Korkmaz. Howard is out there with Mike Scott. Then there's Maxey. And it's Thibault in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, Dwight Howard still makes you think about your shot attempts, easily leaping up to throw that one away.
And the 76ers with some changes. Green comes in for Korkmaz. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Gallinari. Okongwu comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Young is subbed in for Lou Williams. And the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
And Simmons kicks to Green. Simmons passes to Howard. And dunks it right on top of Trae Young. Wow!
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. A nice shot by Young.
Trae Young not backing down from the physical defense on that play.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Young, no good.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Oh, sensational speed by Simmons, trucking it down the court and beating everyone.
Here's Young. Capella, no good on the shot. And Philadelphia the other way now. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. Seth Curry comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And a change for the Hawks. Bogdanovich is checked in. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Outside for Curry. And a wide open look for Simmons. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
The putback. It's good on the putback. Howard's got the game tied up here for Philadelphia.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Young inside. Guarded by Simmons. And it's put back up and in by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Simmons passes to Howard. Simmons looking around. Back to Howard. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the 76ers. Korkmaz checked in for Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Simmons. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Okongwu. Hunter comes in for Bogdanovich. Tony Snell's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. The Hawks leading. 3-second difference between shot clock and game. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Korkmaz. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 9 seconds left to play here in the half. Outside Williams. Shoots over Curry. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson. Atlanta had no problems getting going. And Gallinari, a guy who maybe should have gotten more All-Star votes over the years. Shaq, Paul. And that should do it.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. On the court for Atlanta, Young and Huerter make up the back. Okongwu is out there with Collins, and it's Capella in at the 5 down low.
I mean, you see the shoulders there, right? You got to respect the strength that he has on the inside. The D has no choice but to foul him when he's in that deep.
He's off on the second.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
Here's Young. That one goes in. Young's got 12 points in the game.
Such a precise player. When Young notices those kind of openings, he definitely is looking to attack.
Wow, hammering it in.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And so Green will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a one-point game. And there's the call on John Collins. That'll be his second foul of the game. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for the 76ers. Maxey comes in for Green. Atlanta also making some changes here. Gallinari comes in for Clint Capella. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Huerter. And stolen by Simmons. And now Philadelphia on the break. The finish. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Okongwu.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
Atlanta making some changes. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Okongwu. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. That's good from Simmons. The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Williams. It's deflected. At the elbow, it's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
He's an absolute gym rat. Simmons is relentless in his pursuit to dominate really all phases of the game and improving with his scoring.
Right side, Williams. And they get it. That's good from Collins on the assist from Williams.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Simmons against Collins. And here's Harris from the arc. Another three for Philadelphia.
A solid three-point marksman. Harris has that inside-outside offensive game.
Williams passes to Collins. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Howard's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Williams scanning the floor. Down low, here's Collins. It's deflected. Simmons with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Harris trying to get free. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
It's Williams with the drive. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, you deserve that kind of treatment if you're going to get up with Lou Williams like that. Terrific at getting to the rack.
Pass to Maxey. And Harris wide open. He shoots another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
And Gallinari kicks to Hunter. To the middle. Wants to get it to Collins and does. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Green, he's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Simmons. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Seth Curry in for Maxey. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Off target from outside. To the inside. Here's Collins. Drops it in from 11 feet. Collins has got 6.
Collins does a nice job there preparing for that shot using his base.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding on to an 8-point lead heading in. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Green out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Harris. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Curry in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. 5 on the clock. And here's Young from the arc. No good there. And it's Philadelphia the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Curry on the wing. Back to Harris. There's the steal. One-on-one fast break. Herder, no good. Pass to Curry. On the wing, Milton. And the 3 off target.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
With the tip, great positioning on the putback. Snell's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Hawks.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Curry kicks to Green. And there's the pass to Korkmaz. Back to Milton. The 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Pass to Okongwu. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And there's the call on Kevin Herder. That's his first foul. And the 76ers making a change here. Howard's checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Collins is checked in. Howard against Capella. Here's Curry with the 3. The 76ers with another miss.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Count that one.
Herder also comfortable getting physical and scoring against the defense, not just showing that he shoots it.
Outside Curry. On the wing, Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And the 76ers lead by 5. Young looking it over. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
The mentality of Trae Young, shoot first, shoot often, keeps defenders very active. In this case, too active.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And Simmons slams it in.
With the combination of strength and size, Simmons throws it down with ease.
Young against Simmons. Capella. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Philadelphia leading by 6. The feed to Curry. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Say what you will about the value of the 3-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
That one good for 2.
Shifty guard Trae Young finds his ways into some of those cracks and crevices.
Outside, Simmons. Outside, Curry. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line. Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
On the wing, Green. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Curry. 5 to shoot. Simmons passes to Howard. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Hawks trail by 7.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
A wide open look here for Okongwu. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him.
Outside, Simmons. Dishes it to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Here's Young. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Embracing the big moment is Trae Young.
Outside Curry. To the paint. Howard, the pass to Curry. Chalk up 2 there. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
Oh, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Great initiative from Capella there, seeing an opportunity to score and getting the D to act.
So the first one drops, and that trims the lead to 6. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Maxey to the inside. Here's Reed, and the dunk by Reed.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Fernando. So Philadelphia wins it. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get. And the Hawks with a confident look as they go into the arena earlier on, looking for a win on the road. But traffic.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the back. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Okongwu in at the small forward. And for Brooklyn, Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Harris. And it's Tyler Johnson. And it's Harden in at the point guard. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Young looking around. And the shot goes in. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside, but we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Here's Young, following the bucket by the Nets. Yep, that one goes in there.
And the work ethic coming into play there. I like how Young can just focus on the task at hand.
Left side, Harris. Harden outside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
I don't think there's anybody better than Harden at converting through contact. Superb in that area because he's crafty, he's strong, and he's skilled.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Young. Johnson with the block. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way in the corner. Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Tremendous speed on the drive. Harden is consistent in attacking the basket.
Harden's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Young with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Rejected by Harris. But they'll get another chance.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Harden against Collins. They kick it out to Green. Harden surveying the D. Here's the teardrop. Goes back up. The shot by Jordan, no good.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Harden dishes to Jordan. Back to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Young drives in, and he gets the bucket. Young's got 6 points. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 1, and they double up Jordan. Harden with it, and guarded by Capella. That one falls. He's got 11.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Capella trying to free himself up. Shots good from Young.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Johnson, the pass to Jordan. From 11 feet away, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Hawks have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Here's Harden, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Brooklyn making some changes. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green, and it's Brown in for Tyler Johnson. Now, here is Gallinari. Williams inside, guarded by Harden. And too much time in the lane, they get called to the 3-second violation. And now, let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Here is Harden. He's got 16. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Williams. Gallinari trying to get open. Good work defensively by Harden. Nets leading by 4. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The kick out to Aldridge. Over Williams. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Aldridge. Harden's got 20.
And Harden takes a lot of pride in being a hard matchup, a tough cover. I mean, he takes no time in shooting once he gets the pumpkin.
To halt the run, and that's good off the glass that time.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
with the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
On the court right now for the Hawks, Gallinari is out there with Hunter. Then it's Williams. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Snell in at the shooting guard position. For Brooklyn, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Both shots good from the stripe. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Harden kicks to Brown. Back to Harden. Six to shoot. Stolen away. Bogdanovich finds Gallinari. Lets it go from deep. And it's James Harden with the rebound. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. It's stolen by Capella. And now here comes Collins leading the break. Misses from short range. Nets leading by 4. And here is Johnson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Harden with it. Okongwu covering. Harden's shot is off.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
And it's good. 2 points.
I've got a word for Harden. It's indefatigable. Say that real fast, which basically means he's tireless. Even when he's carrying the whole offense, he's got great energy and stamina.
And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted 3-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their 3-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And now just a 2-point Brooklyn lead. Harden against Collins. And Capella sends it back.
Boy, the long arms of Capella on display there. When his energy matches his wingspan, he causes a lot of problems on defense.
The score now all even. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Harden against Collins. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Johnson. That shot misses, and it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Here's Herder. 35 seconds left in the first half. Johnson against Young. Shot clock at 5, and he converts the layup. Young's got the lead up to 3 now for the Hawks.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Okongwu. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Herder.
Well, I don't know how many of these he's run, DeAndre Jordan, in the pick and rolls, but boy, is he good at it.
Young. And the layup's good off the glass. Young's got 13 points now in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Johnson. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studio. We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He had 21 points. And that'll...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Tyler Johnson is out there with Harden. And it's Green. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. Here's Harden. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th assist in this one. Young against Harden. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Got to be careful in how you're going to guard Young. He often seeks out contact and really forces the issue.
How the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
So I bet. Harris misses. The Hawks leading by 3. Here's Okongwu. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Atlanta, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And he knocks down the first one. And the Nets making a change here. Irving's checked in. And then for Atlanta, Tony Snell's checked in for Kevin Herder. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And the rejection by Collins. Green kicks to Irving. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in.
It sure was textbook, and Irving is fantastic in the screen roll. A solid decision maker in these sets, and he also can put it in the basket himself if he needs to.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the Nets making a change here. Chioza's checked in. Then for the Hawks, Hunter's checked in for Clint Capella. Gallinari comes in for John Collins. And it's Bogdanovich in for Okongwu. Snell. Rebound, Brooklyn. Now here's Green. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
There's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
Williams looking around. Makes it off the glass. Williams has got 6.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Chioza passes to Irving for the tie. Gallinari with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 3. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Shot's good by Williams.
Boy, I tell you, he's so good at creating space for himself. Williams with that sweet stroke.
Nobody near Irving. That 3 off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
And so they foul intentionally. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Blake Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. And Luwawu subbed in for Harris. And then for Atlanta, Hunter comes in for Clint Capella. And Tony Snell subbed in for Kevin Huerter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Griffin. Lays it up off the glass.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
Williams gets the bucket.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Brown the pass to Claxton. Here's Chioza. Off on the layup. The Hawks leading by 7. Here's Gallinari. And it's good for 2.
And with good height for a wing player, Gallinari gives defenders problems down low.
Here's Chioza. Off target with his 3. Down low. 3 seconds left. And Gallinari puts it in. And it's an 11-point Hawks lead.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're gonna get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. Right back after this break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so in the game for the Hawks, Okongwu is out there with Gallinari. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Young, and it's Collins in at the 5. Harden can't hit. The Hawks leading by 11. Bogdanovich inside. Johnson on him. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Tyler Johnson. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogan Bogdanovich. Irving with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Good on the shot.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is underestimated strength.
Young inside, guarded by Harden. Young's shot is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Tries to save it, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Hawks shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. To the middle. Here's Capella. That's tipped and out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Harden against Collins, and the jam by Harden.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. Young outside. Yes, that goes in. Young's got the lead up to 11 now for the Hawks.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And the Nets with possession here. Kicks it out to Harden. Back to Irving. Clock at 6. And there it is for him. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
All Irving needs is just a little room to convert, and he's good to go.
Atlanta leading by 9. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Young outside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now. Or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
You know, at this stage of his career, Jordan not only knows his role, but thoroughly and fully embraces it. He's out there to provide energy and hustle on defense and on the glass.
Young inside, guarded by Harden. And Young, here we go, and he gets it to go. Young's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and this is Young at his very best. Once he gets a few to fall, boy, watch out.
Collins with it. Now Green defending. Here's Herter. Capella trying to free himself up. Herter, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Young against Harden. For 3, Harris. But they recover it. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Hawks leading by 13.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Hawks.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category. And they continually put pressure on the defense.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Trae Young.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. Harris missing again.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harden outside. Passes to Harris from deep three-point range. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. Up next, Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. D.A.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herder make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Portis in at the 5 down low. Now, here's Collins. Pass to Hunter. Finds the open look, and it's on target. Now, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Antetokounmpo passes to Portis. 6 on the shot clock. Tries from 16. Offensive rebound. Banked in off the glass.
Must put a body on Portis. He loves to crash the offensive glass.
Here's the Hawks with the ball. Here's Young. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here's Portis. The kick out to Holiday. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury. Never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks. Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Holiday against Young. Holiday gets the bucket. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young. And Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Here's Young after Drew Holiday's score. Now here's Capella to the right side. Collins wide open. He fires. Capella. It's good on the putback.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Portis kicks to DiVincenzo. Holiday attacking. And that one drops.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
And this is where you want to see Gallinari if you're the coach. A knockdown shooter at the free throw line.
Gallinari hits them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Williams. And stolen by Okongwu. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Bogdanovich passes to Okongwu. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Bucks trail by 6. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Poked away.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over eager.
Floats it up for Williams. Here's Connaughton. Inside. Here's Lopez to the wing right side. Tucker. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Atlanta leading by 6. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Williams. Yep, that one goes.
Not only is Lou fast, he's tenacious. Feels the contact on the drive, doesn't stop him from completing the play.
To the middle. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Hawks have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Shots good by Middleton.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
Williams inside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Lopez. Bucks trail by 5. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. No one near him. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
The shot by Okongwu, no good. Middleton outside. Lets it go from 14. And the jumper falls for him. Middleton's got 5 points so far.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
At the end of one, a closely And recently, on the subject of trash talking,
I like to stay locked in to the game. And
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. P.J. Tucker is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Forbes in at the point. Snell, no good.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And out of New Mexico, Tony Snell has made himself into a capable long-range marksman.
Yes, he's a guy who plays within himself, GA, stays in his lane, and knocks down perimeter shots.
4 on the clock. Here's Lopez over Okongwu. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
Over to the left wing. Antetokounmpo up top. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Lopez. Rebounded by Capella. The Hawks leading. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Got a hand on it. Right side, Antetokounmpo. That one, no good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Here's Hunter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
GA, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has a chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Now Young, following the 3-point attempt by Giannis. Young passes to Capella. Whoa, hammering it in.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. Rebound by the Hawks. Young left side. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Bogdanovich, who's checked in for the Hawks. He gets that one. Young's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo inside. Working on Collins. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
This is what Portis looks to do. He looks to outwork you and punish you.
Shots good from Young. Young's got 8 points here in this quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. 8-point game. Over Collins. Antetokounmpo, no good. And here's Atlanta. They're on a 14-5 run. Young looking around. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Capella kicks to Young for the 3. Tips it up, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got 8 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Young against Holiday. Here's Portis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Young, no good. Here's DiVincenzo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. DiVincenzo's got his first points in this one.
And I tell you,
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. Atlanta had no problems getting going. They were able to stretch out their lead to 8 points on the heels of... And...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
On the court for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt, and it's Capella in at the center position. And Portis throws it down.
This is what they want to see. Portis finishing strong inside, making his presence felt.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Now here's Giannis after Clint Capella's miss. And the rejection by Collins.
Excellent feel and timing. Collins does a good job of protecting the rim.
And the basket is good. He's got 12. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
So it's the Hawks now, following the miss by Giannis. Here's Young. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Bucks trail by 8. Now Middleton. He's got 8. Passes it to Portis. On the wing, DiVincenzo. 13 feet away. Shot clock at 6. Antetokounmpo inside. He's guarded by Collins.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Bobby Portis.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on the defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
And he commits the intentional foul. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Hawks. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Snell finds Bogdanovich. Lopez with the steal. Connaughton passes to Ford. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now, here's Tucker. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets. Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Here is Forbes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. In close, Lopez. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
And right after the steal, Holiday does a great job of keeping his head up and igniting the fast break.
Williams against Holiday. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court.
Hey, keep the ball moving. Holiday showing good leadership, running the offense all the way through.
The Hawks leading by 4. Williams with the ball. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. And Tony Snell subbed in for Kevin Huerter. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting it to the open guys.
Tucker with the ball. Gallinari on him. Lopez, no luck.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
And it's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
His first shot coming late. And here's Holiday. That one wide left. And so it's Atlanta bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Atlanta leading by 7. PJ Tucker is out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Never one to shy away. Collins delivers as much contact as he receives.
Now here is Holiday. To the wing on the left. And Forbes kicks to Holiday. And the pass to Lopez. Just 5 to shoot. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. To the inside, Collins. And he banks in the layup. And the Hawks lead by 9.
No matter where he is on the floor, Collins seems to invite contact.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Holiday. Dishes it to Lopez. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Here's Young. Lopez with the block. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for PJ Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Here's Collins. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. A beautiful reverse layup.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now, here is Young. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Bucks trail by 5. Giannis outside. And yes, it's good.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Now, here is Young. Whistle blows, bucket. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Trae Young.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots, and also finishing strong.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
And to me, this is the perfect spot for a Giannis jump shot. Keeps the opponent honest.
Middleton against Young. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 6.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Giannis passes to Portis. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Now, here is Young. There's the dish to Capella. Back to Young. Clock at 4. Right side, Collins. Stolen by Middleton. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Middleton. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Now, here is Young. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Bobby Portis.
He's a natural-born scorer who leaves everything out on the floor. Young simply makes things happen.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in from Milwaukee. Holiday comes in for Bryn Forbes.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. For three, Middleton. Portis. It's in!
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Collins looking around. And an intentional foul right there.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Gets the first, and that makes it a three-point lead.
With size in the backcourt, it's such an advantage. Kevin Huerter is 6'6" with a long frame.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They trail by 3. 5 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested three. Never an easy shot.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 2 here.
Speaking of Bobby Portis, he's going to fight, he's going to scrap, he's going to give you maximum effort every night. Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. They break the hearts of every fan. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Green is out there with Tobias Harris. Then there's Howard. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Curry in at the 2 guard. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the center position.
Like whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a poster.
Young left side. He's off on that one. Simmons with the defensive effort. Here's Philadelphia. Curry dishes to Harris. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Well, throughout Harris's career, he has worked on building up his body, putting that added strength to good use on these tough finishes.
Young passes to Capella. There's the dish to Hunter. Simmons against Young. Passes it to Hunter. Fires for 3. Kept alive by Atlanta. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A workhorse on the glass. Capella ready to pounce on misses as soon as the shot goes up.
Philadelphia with the ball. Outside, Simmons. 8 feet away. Again, Philadelphia.
Executing the plan here early. Still haven't missed a shot.
The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Here's Young. And Simmons with the rebound.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Harris. It's not going to go for him. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Here's Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Solid in transition. Hunter's eyes light up when he gets a chance to finish one of those off.
Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. Howard. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Young against Simmons. A nice shot by Young.
Maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Young's jumper stretches defense, which gives him more room to get by his man.
Here's Curry. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The Hawks trail by 4. Young outside. Kicks it out to Collins. Back to Young for 3. Rebounded by Howard.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Curry gets the bucket.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Here's Young. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open. Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
The drive by Simmons. Stolen by Collins. Fast break, the Hawks. Finished off the break.
Well, nice to see Capella find the open teammate as he continues to develop his ability to create for others.
Simmons against Collins, and Simmons slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
And Curry with the stuff.
did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Here's Young. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Oh, that's a tough, tough shot. I mean, you have to have confidence in your abilities to even take it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for John Collins. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Kevin Huerter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Young, here we go. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Oh, he's got it rolling this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Now, here's Thibault. Defense is right there, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Young outside. The kick out to Williams. Fires the 3. And Young with the basket on the assist by Williams. Young's got 11 points.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Thibault on the wing. 4 seconds left. It doesn't go for him. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. 76ers lead. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the 76ers, we've got Maxey. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Scott, and it's Milton in at the 2-guard position. Maxey passes to Scott. It's good. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And it's Bogdanovich on the follow. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 2 now for the Hawks.
No excuse for not boxing out Bogdanovich. He'll torch you for that mistake more often than not.
Maxey passes to Scott. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Bogdanovich. Finished off the break. Bogdanovich has got 6.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter. Yeah, he's a nice pay raise this summer for Bogdanovich. I mean, wings of his skill level, highly valued in today's game.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Williams, and Williams with the stuff.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
And Bogdanovich coming off the largest rookie deal in terms of average annual value in NBA history, that 3-year, $27 million deal.
Well, after 5 years playing in the EuroLeague, he was able to negotiate that rookie deal with the Kings. And not headed back to Europe anytime soon. No question, he's an NBA player.
Maxey passes to Scott. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Hunter's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Tony Snell. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Korkmaz. Tobias Harris comes in for Shake Milton. Danny Green, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. Simmons with it. Williams picks him up. And Simmons slams it in.
Puts it on the deck and takes it to the hoop. Simmons is one of the best at using the dribble to score.
Simmons against Williams. And it's blocked by Simmons. Left side, Harris. Down low, Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And Howard can still wreck the rim when he gets in deep.
The Hawks trail it. Outside Williams. Pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And it's Simmons penetrating. Basket counts. Simmons got 10 points in the game.
Oh, with tremendous strength. I mean, Simmons is a rock-solid scoring option around the rim.
Williams in the post. Guarded by Simmons. And it's Capella missing. The 76ers have gone a superb 7 of 7 from the field here in the second. Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, the physicality of Simmons on display. Showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Williams attacking. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Young's checked in for Lou Williams. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Mike Scott. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Well, you can't allow Howard to get this kind of position. He's confident in his ability to score inside.
And Young, here we go. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Really liked that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Simmons against Collins. Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
Look, I love how Simmons makes his teammates better. He's consistent and looking to get them going.
Offensive rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Capella. Good on the bucket. He has 6.
Got to be more forceful than that regarding Capella. I mean, he fends off defenders with such ease.
And that'll do it for the first half of
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, 4 rebounds. And
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the point. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. And too long on the shot.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. Nice pass there to set that basket up.
The Hawks trail by 5. Young fires away from outside. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
An 0 for 3 start to the first half is finally behind them. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
Simmons against Collins. Scooped up. Outside for Curry. Outside, Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And Capella sends it back.
You got to be careful when Capella is patrolling the area. He's an excellent shot blocker. He uses his length well.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Gallinari comes in for John Collins. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And Tony Snell subbed in for Kevin Huerter. Korkmaz, he's checked in for the 76ers. Maxey comes in for Simmons.
No trespassing. Howard patrolling the defensive end. Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Bogdanovic, and Bogdanovic throws it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Maxey, no good. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Stripped it away. And it's sent back by Howard. Okongwu's shot is good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now, here's Maxey. T right on him. Howard. No good that time. And Atlanta will come the other way. Here's Young. Rebound by the 76ers. Howard's got 8 rebounds in this game.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Okongwu. Curry with some nice D. The 76ers trailing. Maxey passes to Harris, and the layup's good off the glass. Harris has got his second basket. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
There's 1:40 left in the third quarter. Pass to Snell. To the paint, deflects the pass, and as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Lou Williams is checked in for the Hawks. And then for Philadelphia, Shake Milton, he's checked in for Howard. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Curry. Thybulle, the pass to Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
It's easy to forget about the athleticism of Harris until he dunks on your head, and he's happy to remind you of it on that play like that.
Bogdanovic wide open. Atlanta again missing. Philadelphia leading by 5. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Collins comes in for Gallinari. Hunter's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double check.
And yet we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Here's Simmons. He's got 12. 1 second left, and Simmons slams it in.
Incredible concentration from the Australian. Even when you body Simmons up, he's great at powering through.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. 76ers lead by 3. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Green out there with Harris. Then it's Simmons. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Thibault in at the small forward.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut back down to 3 on the basket from Williams.
So savvy inside for a player of his size and tough. Williams will do whatever it takes.
Now, here's Thibault. Tight defense on him, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's good from Harris.
Yeah, he was the 19th pick of the 2011 NBA draft. I mean, Harris entered the league after a quality year as a Tennessee Volunteer.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Howard's checked in. The pass to Collins. And stolen by Simmons. Jumps up, and Simmons slams it in.
Oh, the quick hands of Simmons. He's great at realizing when to risk going after steals.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Williams takes to Capella. Outside Collins. Capella trying to free himself up. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
An improving three-point shooter. Collins understands the role of today's big man.
Hawks making a switch here. Young's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Curry's checked in for Shake Milton. And there's Howard. That's good on the assist by Simmons.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
On its way from Young for 2. Rebounded by Howard.
And they continue to control the glass.
Outside, Simmons. Launches it. That shot missing. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Young. Banked in off the glass.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Simmons passes to Harris. He feeds it to Howard. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And stolen by Harris. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And Atlanta has possession. The Hawks trail by 4. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, rising to the challenge. This is where young players like Simmons need to make their mark.
And Young, here we go. Simmons with the defensive effort. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Hawks making a switch here. Collins is checked in. The 76ers leading by 3. And Simmons kicks to Howard. Dishes it to Harris. Back to Howard. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 4 assists in the game.
This is what great players do. Howard relishes the chance to hit these important shots.
Here's Young. Yes, that goes in.
Game tightening up, no problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
Outside, Simmons. He dishes it to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
Young from outside. It's hauled in by Harris. 76ers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the 4th so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Playing to his strengths on the offensive end. Simmons, I mean, an added bonus whenever he catches fire.
And a wide open look for Capella. No good on the 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Simmons looking it over. From deep. Rebound, Atlanta. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Out left to the wing. Collins wide open, he fires. No good on the triple. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Simmons missing again. And now here comes Collins leading the break. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. So Philadelphia wins it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin,
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest. Quite a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Joe Harris. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Green, and it's Jordan in at the center position. And for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the 1. And Green gets it to go.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Collins wide open. He fires. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Now here's Jordan. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
Now, here is Irving. After the miss from Trae Young. And the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Now, here is Young. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Herter, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Irving with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. Irving passes to Harden. With some arc, and he sinks the layup. Harden's got his second bucket.
And that touch Harden has, making the floater look so effortless coming off his fingertips.
Young finds Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
A shot by Harden, wide open. Offline with his 3.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And good that time. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Here is Harden after Clint Capella's bucket. Irving with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. A nice shot by Irving.
And even through contact, Kyrie still able to finish shots consistently.
The Hawks have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Young drives in. Rebound, Brooklyn.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Green kicks to Irving. From deep 3-point range, it's hauled in by Clint Capella.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
So for the Hawks, Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Huerter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. The Nets also changing it up. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Here's Williams following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Williams can't hit.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Tony Snell comes in for Hutter. Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. Irving against Williams. The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got 8 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Nets leading by 4. To the middle. From the arc. Drills it from outside. He's got 11.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
To end the run. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Nets lead by 7. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
They've got Okongwu. Lou Williams out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Gallinari in at the power forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Lou Williams. Williams against Irving. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, the threat to score is real when Lou Williams has the ball, but he uses that to set up his passing game.
Irving dishes to Griffin. Back to Irving. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Williams can't get it to go. And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. You can see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
Well, Lou Williams has talked openly about the fact that because he's come off the bench most of his career, it has probably extended and lengthened that career. Interesting stuff.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Bogdanovich. Young is subbed in for Tony Snell.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Harden the pass to Irving, and there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Hawks, Hunter comes in for Gallinari. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Williams. The Nets also changing it up. Green, he's checked in for Griffin. And Harris subbed in for Brown. Now Collins. Following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Over Green. Here's Capella. Another shot. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Harden, that's good. Harden's got 6 points.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Young with no one around. Kept alive. Capella. Some solid defense there from Irving. Nets leading by 9. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Huerter, guarded by Harden. 1:27 left in the first half of the game. Harden with it. He has 6. And it's Harden slamming it down. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now, here is Young. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Harden.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And it's Harris off the drive. The pass to Jordan. Back to Harris. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 ball. But he gets it back. 40 seconds left to play in the first half. To the inside. Makes it off the glass. Green's got the lead up to 11 now for Brooklyn.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Collins. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Huerter. And then for Brooklyn, Aldridge comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Nicholas Claxton subbed in for Green. Harden dishes to Aldridge. Back to Harden. It's stolen by Capella. Now the Hawks moving it the other way with 4 seconds on the clock. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Bogdanovich.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
From deep, Harden. What a performance for Kyrie Irving.
Thanks a lot.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on what a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 20 points, 2 assists, and 1. And that'll...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Green, and it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. Young against Harden. Back to Young. All alone. The rebound by Harden.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Greg, is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Looking to get back on track here. Capella with the bucket.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Nets leading by 12. Outside Irving from past the arc. And no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Young inside. He's against Jordan.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
Irving drives in. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Huerter. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin comes in for Jeff Green.
The thing that maybe puts me in awe more than any other skill is the way Kyrie Irving can change gears. This guy has a variety of ways to attack and keep defenses off balance.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Bogdanovich left side. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving's got the ball. 3-pointer. And again, it's the Nets missing.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of. And then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his 3rd foul of the game. So for the Hawks, Tony Snell comes in for Hunter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. And the Nets making a change here as well. Bruce Brown, who's checked in for James Harden. Irving looking for an opening. And the 3-ball is good. Irving's got 27 points.
Now, don't sleep on Kyrie Irving's perimeter game. Yes, he can get inside and score at will, but boy, you better check that jumper.
Outside Williams. There's 1:40 left in the 3rd quarter. Just 5 to shoot on the wing, Williams. Kept alive by Atlanta. On the wing, Williams. Keeps it alive, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Irving from long range. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. And then for Brooklyn, Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Johnson in for Kyrie Irving. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That's his 1st foul. Brooklyn leading by 14. Johnson outside. Luwawu, the pass to Griffin. Johnson outside. Brown dishes to Johnson. Brown kicks to Johnson. over Williams. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nets lead by 16.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Williams passes to Snell. Sinks the three-pointer.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Luwawu, the pass to Johnson. Oh, Griffin in position.
Well, terrific job by Tyler Johnson to do exactly what they want him to do. Find his open teammates.
Outside Williams. Fires from deep. That shot no good. And so it's Brooklyn. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we'll be right back after this. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Hawks trail by 15. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Gallinari is out there with Collins, and it's Williams at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Hits it from three-point range.
Boy, you cannot fault the defense there. Lou Williams, just tremendous concentration.
Harden surveying the D, shoots the 3. No good. This miss, number 4 in 10 shots. Herter passes to Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Well, this is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Harden with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. The Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Gallinari. Young is subbed in for Williams. And Young, here we go. Count it.
Solid there, just recognizing when to drive. When Young has some wiggle room, he seizes it.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. From deep, Harden. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
9 feet out. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Young. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Aldridge. Plenty of space. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Collins, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And a lot of players might have passed that shot up. Not Collins. He stays aggressive and draws the foul.
Irving's checked in for the Nets.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Harden with it, and guarded by Capella. A nice shot by Jordan.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
Here's Irving. Rebound, Atlanta. Now, here's Collins. And it's blocked by Jordan.
This is not the guy you want in your zip code when the ball is going up. DeAndre Jordan twice on the pipes.
Irving can't get it to go.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Passes it to Jordan. Harden against Young. Irving from long range. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. Young outside. Outside Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Inside. He kicks it to Capella. Pocket 6. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Capella's got 4 this quarter.
I love the confidence. When Capella sinks these shots, it just energizes his entire team.
Harden outside. Outside Irving. The 3. Harden finds Irving. Launches it. They get the rebound. It's stolen by Capella. And now here comes Collins leading the break. Here's Hunter. And it's James Harden with the rebound. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Irving. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Irving's got 33 points.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Stolen by Harden. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never...
Yeah. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony. And in the locker room, each guy has been going over.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Lopez finds Holiday. The 10-footer. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Lots of speed and athleticism on the floor tonight, Brent. What do you think could determine the outcome?
Well, if guys are going to play fast, Kevin, and guys are going to be up in the air, it's going to come down to very solid decision-making to see who it is that separates themselves in this one.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Capella. And a miss there on the triple. On offense here, the Bucks. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. Middleton for 3. Giannis outside. Back to Lopez. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Holiday. Over Young. The shot by Holiday, no good. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up, just as important.
Here's DiVincenzo. Shoots from the elbow. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
They get it again. Tries again. Capella. It's good. This game is all even.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here is Holiday. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Left side out of Kumbo. Pulls it from the elbow. They get it back. It's good on the putback.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Holiday against Young. Pass to Herter. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Lopez with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Had the space there, but it's offline. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Herter showed some great progress in his first year and now showing how much more comfortable he is.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Molinari comes in for John Collins. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Williams in for Young. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And he gets it back. Tries again. And it's off the back rim. No good.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
And here's Tucker. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. Good on the three-point shot.
And that kind of consistency from Middleton from 3, that's huge.
Williams scanning the floor. Here's Okongwu. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
40 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Connaughton passes to Portis. Rebound by the Hawks. Here's Herter. Here's the lob to the hoop. And stolen by Portis. And it's the Bucks on the break. Middleton for 3. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. A 3 from Bogdanovich. It's rebounded by Portis. Up in time. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. A good close contest so far as we finish the... And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James...
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. We've got Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. Here is Forbes. After the basket by Onyeka Okongwu. Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Williams.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
And that one drops.
Trying to improve every year. That's the goal of anyone in the NBA. Bogdanovich has great fundamentals to be able to do that.
Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Connaughton kicks to Portis. Over Okongwu, and it's blocked. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Collins comes in for Gallinari. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Holiday's checked in. Let's go. Got a piece of it. They get it back. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Bobby Portis.
Great initiative from Capella there. Seeing an opportunity to score and getting the D to act.
Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo after the miss from John Collins. And he comes up with the deuce.
And Giannis adding muscle to his frame for these types of situations. He'll keep getting bigger and stronger, but willing to take the hit.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as the most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Atlanta gets called for the foul.
That improvement we saw during Giannis Antetokounmpo's first few years in the league went from raw to ridiculous in a hurry.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Atlanta. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Hunter, the pass to Huerter. And here's Young from the arc. Oh, good on that one. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Stolen by Collins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. The Bucks trail. Holiday with it. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Lopez. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Hawks have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Hunter with it. Antetokounmpo's there. Count the basket.
Every basket from this kind of range is going to help Hunter's perimeter game. Doesn't worry about the defense.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Now the Bucks moving it up. Antetokounmpo dishes to Giannis. Does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. For Atlanta, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Shoots from the line. Here's Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Lopez close up and gets it done.
Here's Hunter. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So, thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. 4 points was the most they trailed by. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Clint Capella has been sensational.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
Herder the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the 1. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Middleton for 3. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. Feeds it to Lopez. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Giannis, no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Bucks trail by 5. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Giannis passes to Lopez. And here we go again. Atlanta on the break. Young dishes to Hunter. Back to Young. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. The drive by Giannis. Down low. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got 8 rebounds in this game. The Hawks leading by 5. Right side, Collins. Now Hunter. The feed to Capella. And it's sent back by Lopez.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
Here's Middleton. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Snell, no good. Bucks trail by 3. Right wing, and stolen by Williams. Bogdanovich passes to Gallinari. Williams kicks to Gallinari. Shoots over Tucker. Atlanta again missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Middleton for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Outside Williams. Pass to Gallinari. Bogdanovich dishes to Gallinari. Hawks passing it around. 5 on the clock. Snell. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Shot's good by Middleton.
Staying confident in the paint. Middleton does a good job sinking that one.
Outside Williams.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up. Maybe to a fault. At times we see him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
For three, Middleton. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 5 rebounds tonight. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
Bogdanovic, we saw a little bit of this during the All-Star weekend. He can play with a little bit of flair, and you know he's confident when he starts to show those signs.
There's 47 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Forbes. Kicks to Tucker. Pass to Portis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Inside. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by Williams. Okongwu's now got 6.
Well, when you're given the ball as much as Lou Williams has gotten it through the years, he's experienced enough to make those kind of plays.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And there's the pass to Tucker. Middleton for 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Williams attacking. Stolen by Tucker. That shot is off. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight game here. Hawk. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for the Bucks. At the forward spots, it's the 2 Antetokounmbos, Thanasis and Giannis. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. Young passes to Capella. And there it is for him. And the Hawks lead by 3.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Here's Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Well, he can just see over the defense. The eyes to spot the open man. Giannis flourishing right now as a facilitator.
Holiday against Young. Dishes it to Collins. Back to Young. He kicks to Collins. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Collins showing now he's got a little bit of touch from that range.
Giannis against Collins. And Antetokounmpo inside. Lopez. The shot missing. Collins with some nice D.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Young, and the layup falls. Now it's a 7-point Hawks lead.
Willing to get out and run. Trae Young will take those points however he can get to them.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Lopez. And that's 11 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Young is doubled. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's Milwaukee now. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing by 5. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. And Lopez throws it down.
Wow, Lopez stepping up. What confidence from the big fella.
Holiday against Young. Passes to Capella. Back to Young. Over Lopez. Lopez with the block. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Middleton. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And now just a 1-point Atlanta lead. 1:43 left in the fourth. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Hunter kicks to Young. Lays it up and banks it in. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
Trae Young stepping up and delivering in a big-time moment.
And the Bucks with possession here. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Forbes. Pass to Lopez. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Lopez powering through that time.
Now, here is Young. Count that bucket. And the Hawks lead by 3.
And this young guy relishes the pressure, stepping up there, confident in the clutch.
Giannis passes to Forbes. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Atlanta making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's guarded closely. Lopez finds Middleton. Over Hunter. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
To the left side wing. Hunter dishes to Young. Here's Herter. Here's Capella. Second chance shot.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Gets the first. That will put them up by 2. And the Bucks making a change here. Portis is checked in. Can't sink it. And that was an important free throw.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
Here's Middleton. It's good. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Middleton proving again how clutch he is for this basketball team. Big shot there.
And here's Young. Count it! Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're down by 2. 3 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Clint Capella.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.